Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through the charm quality bonus for all of the heroes in season 6. This of course is very important information and it can even dictate the usage of heroes in the upcoming season. So we have a list which has been compiled. It's a really good list. We're going to begin with this first one over here. So for every 4 seconds alive in battle, so it's going to be scaling over time, increases attack by 7% and physical and magical defense by 11%, stacking up to 6 times. The legendary effect is increases damage dealt by 15% after reaching the maximum stacks. That is a really powerful effect because you can stack this up to 6 times. That is 42% attack, most importantly. And this is going to be on Saida, the queen of AFK stages. It's going to make her even better. And after you get your max stacks, which is going to be 6 times, 4 seconds into battle, 24 seconds into battle, you're going to have 15% bonus damage dealt. But we also have this effect on Harak, so I wonder if this is going to be good enough to make him meta for Endless of Necrodraken, because that is his boss after all. It is a really powerful effect over here. Then we have Scarlita, who is not really meta, Igor, which for PvP seems interesting. Valka has the effect as well. That is going to be big. I think Valka for Blightshroom probably going to be a great option. We even saw her this season doing pretty well there. Maybe even for Gluma, because Gluma is also a boss which needs shields. Then we have Shemira has this effect. This is huge because this is a really powerful effect. Shemira is definitely going to remain the queen of pre-endless Dream Realm with this effect. Salazar, who no one even ever cares about. And Lily May for PvP. Interesting as well. So overall, some really good effect and also on some really strong heroes here. Next up, we have increases non-normal attack damage, basically skill or ultimate damage by 18% when a battle starts, recovers 25 energy per second. The energy recovered this way is halved after recovering a total of 1000 energy. So this is to allow you to cast your ultimate faster. However, 25 energy per second is pretty slow. Like, I mean, even to get 250 energy is going to take you 10 seconds. Increasing non-normal attack damage by 18%. So definitely ultimate or skill-based heroes. Legendary, in addition, deals 200% attack multiplier damage to all enemies after each ultimate cast. If you're cycling ultimates, there's some value here. So Cryonaia is going to have it for PvP, which is, I guess, a bit good for her. Mehira. This is not great for Mehira, because Mehira herself, I mean, if it's her damage for Dream Realm, that's one thing, but like, her previous effect was really strong. In Season 5, Mehira had the charm quality bonus to increase damage taken by the enemy target. That is huge, right? It's almost like a Reinier type level of debuff, but here it's just some bonus damage, allowing her to ult more, which doesn't really matter, but maybe in AFK stages, more ults for her for crowd control can be good. I don't think this is great for Mehira. Dunlingr, yeah, this is, I mean, energy to recycle his ultimates, but other than that, not great. He doesn't really care about the damage parts. Shadewing has this effect. Okay, non-normal attack damage, that's an amplifying Shadewing's damage by 18%, all of his damage from his true damage and his other skills, so that is good. This 18% damage amp is going to be good for Shadewing, and has some potential. Recovering energy per second, I mean, his ultimate isn't even that important, and dealing damage when he casts ultimate, yeah, I mean, it's really just his damage amp, which may be good for Shadewing, also good for Bonnie, the non-normal attack damage. And that's pretty good because Bonnie, if you're going to run Shadewing, you're probably going to run Bonnie in the same team. Alsa, no one really uses. Satrana, for PvP, she has fallen off definitely. And I am not a big fan of this. This is mainly damage and Satrana is more of a utility hero. Tasi, okay, not bad for Tasi. Not a bad effect for Tasi, allowing her to ult a bit faster and then non-normal attack damage amp. Parisa is, not really used. Mirael, not really used. Natsu. Yeah, I don't know. Natsu's not really used other than maybe some PvP comps. So next up, we have marks a target for 1 second when dealing damage to them. While the mark is active, it records all damage dealt by the caster, only by the caster to the target. When the mark expires, it detonates, doing 30% of the recorded damage to the target and adjacent enemies, so some area of effect damage. This effect can trigger on the same target once every 1 second, and damage from the detonation does not apply a new mark. And the detonation damage benefits from extra 40 penetration. So, I mean, a bit of bonus damage, some AoE damage as well. Not overall a real powerful charm effect in my opinion. Kulu, Carolina, Kulu for PvP basically in some AFK stages. Carolina, Hodgkin not really used. Eironn, I guess AFK stages. Arden not used. Faramor, I mean, this isn't the greatest effect for Faramor, in my opinion, because it's also only Faramor's damage, but I guess in AFK stages, Faramor himself does a lot of damage. So, yeah, but like a lot of Faramor's damage is coming from the team, right? And I don't think that's going to be considered his own damage. I don't know. Lucy, which she doesn't need damage. Cassadee, Cassadee's Supreme Plus skill upgrade is still not enough to make her meta. And Talene, yeah, this is not going to be enough either for Talene. Talene is still kind of out of the meta. So, I'm not a real fan of that charm quality bonus. Next one, when a battle starts, the ally, oh, we have the Reinier, Niru, Hugin, and Pandora. The big four heroes always getting a good charm quality bonus. When a battle starts, the ally plays one tile behind, gains 30 penetration, and increases their range damage dealt by 10%. Legendary after, so only 10% now. Only 10% damage amp. After the allies' troll range damage dealt reaches 1,200% of their initial attack, increases the allies' attack by 12%. Okay, so overall, I think they have kind of balanced the charm quality, which is normally given to these heroes. 30 penetration is nice. Damage amp of 10% for range damage, and 12% attack buff after enough range damage is dealt. But the problem is, this doesn't work great with Reinier, because Reinier is position swapping the hero into melee range, and then they're not going to be doing range damage anymore. So it is a bit awkward for Reinier to have this effect. For the other heroes, of course, Hugin, Pandora, they're going to remain ranged, and so like they're going to continue to benefit from this range damage buff. But for like Reinier swapping Shemira into the front, not as much value as it could have been, because she's not going to be dealing range damage, she's going to be dealing melee damage then. Okay, but there we have it. Okay, next one. Every 5 seconds, increase attack by 18%. So this is basically the same that we had on the twins, we had on Phraesto this season. Okay, guys, there is confirmation the twins actually do have this attack buffing charm, and that is great news. That is great news for basically everyone. Now, we won't have to rely on the other heroes, because of course you're going to be running twins in almost every team, other than Blightshroom. Yeah, other than Blightshroom, so maybe Phraesto over there. But like twins for every other team, they're going to provide this attack buff, and you're all good to go. Okay, when casting an ultimate, taunts enemies within 2 tiles, and increases physical and magical defense by 24% for 6 seconds. Legendary, each enemy taunted grants a shield equal to 8% health to the caster. Okay, so this is a taunting. When casting an ultimate, it taunts the enemies, it increases defenses. This is an Ulna, yeah. Ulna makes a lot of sense with this. Each enemy taunted grants a shield equal to 8% health to the caster. So it's just making your tank here also more crowd control. That's good for AFK stages, for PvP. Ulna, Theodore for AFK stages and PvP. Thorin, good effect for him as well, but Thorin just not that meta other than King Croaker. And yeah, Thorin used to also have this attack buff. Now he doesn't this season. So like a lot fewer heroes are having this charm quality bonus. Thorin now has like, this is not going to be great for King Croaker, because you don't need this, right? You want more damage amplification, and he's not going to have that. Okay, next one. Increases haste by 20. After remaining on the same tile for 5 seconds, increases attack by 25%. Okay, pretty big attack buff. The attack bonus ends up upon leaving the tile. Legendary, the first time this attack bonus is applied, grants a shield equal to 400% attack for 6 seconds, during which the caster is unaffected as well. I mean, overall, pretty good charm quality bonus, mainly for PvP or even damage. Oh, Aliceth has it. Alsa, this is a nice one. Yeah, for 25% attack increase, 20 haste. That's good for Aliceth. She's probably going to be pretty meta. Gala has it as well. The endless damage dealer is Gala and Aliceth. Viperon no one cares about. Leica, no one really cares about. Siren has it as well for PvP, and he's unaffected as well, so he's definitely going to remain in that same position in PvP. And Marcel has it as well. Like, okay, so we have the 2 PvP goats, and then we have the 2 Endless Dream Realm goats, Aliceth and Gala. They all have this effect, and it's pretty strong overall. Okay, next one. Increases crit rate by 25. Dealing critical damage. Is this like a Lenya one? Critical damage to an enemy injures them. Injured enemies lose defenses, so his defense shred and take damage equal to 35% attack multiplier per second. But this is still damage. This is not HP loss damage. This is still just regular damage, but like a dot effect. The effect is unstackable and has 8-second cooldown per enemy. Legendary, increases crit damage boost by 30. So crit rate boost, crit damage boost, and this is going to be a Lenya basically. I think really good for her. Nazric, and we haven't even seen Nazric so far in VN and Pioneer server for the new season Dream Realm, and that's a little bit concerning. Honestly, we haven't seen him yet. I mean, Nazuk scales well off of crit, though. Reese, no one cares about. Walker, no one really cares about. Atalanta, no one cares about. It's Nazuk and Lenya. And Lenya probably is just going to be PvP. I don't know, maybe some niche Dream Realm use for Necrodraken. She was used, actually. Probably going to be pre-end this Necrodraken. Nazuk should have some Dream Realm usage, and yeah, scales off of crit. Okay, next one. Increases max health by 18% for the caster and their created units. So this is a summoning related charm quality bonus. After surviving for 5 seconds, they become frenzied, gaining 20 haste and 26% attack. Legendary, while frenzied, they deal an additional 100% attack damage when they deal damage. This effect has a 5-second cooldown per enemy. So Eironn is actually going to have this effect. So increasing max HP by 18%. Now, this is probably the initial max HP of Eironn, not his max HP after he gets that enhancement in the first few seconds of the battle. But still, it will increase his health slightly. And also, he will get a 20 haste and 26% attack buff after 5 seconds. That would be good for Dream Realm, right? I'm assuming this applies to the carrier themselves, right? The actual main hero. And yeah, that can be good for his Dream Realm performance, although he does scale off of health, but some attack scalings, and haste will increase his attack speed. So not bad for Eironn, but at the same time, not amazing for him either. And then all the other heroes are summoners: Aurora, Cisia, Floribel, Zany, Laios. Zany will be good, because then her and her summons, not her towers, but her and her summons are going to be having the 20 haste, 26% attack, and health. And the other heroes, Aurora, Floribel, for AFK stages, maybe this can be useful. And also for Doomscore Dream Realm boss, where Aurora, Floribel, Comp, and Zany is the top. This is going to increase their damage output. Laios also has a summon, but he's not really being used for much. Even AFK stage is not really used for right now. Okay, when a battle starts, gain a shield that absorbs 300% damage and increases attack by 26%. That's big for 6 seconds, but only 6 seconds. When assisting or defeating a non-summon enemy, refreshes the duration of the shield value and the attack buff, okay, legendary, and recovers an extra 200 energy. So this is just a snowball-based charm quality bonus for PvP specifically. This is not good for Dream Realm. This is going to be on Athalia. Athalia is good, yeah, for PvP and snowballing. This is really good for Burial. No one's using Burial. No one's using Nara. Sylvina, I mean, some people can use Sylvina, and this is good for snowballing for her. And yeah, I mean, this is all she needs. Set, not really used that much. Ravion has this effect. Now, Ravion probably is not going to see much Dream Realm usage, and this charm quality bonus is not great for Dream Realm, because of course you cannot get an assist or defeat in Dream Realm, unfortunately. But for PvP, this can be good, and those buffs and that shielding can help him. And overall, not bad for PvP. Vala still isn't great, and even in PvP after a Supreme Plus skill upgrade, she's still not good enough. So Vala not really so meta. It's really Athalia, Ravion, maybe Sylvina here out of these ones. Okay, next one. Increase attack speed by 6 whenever the caster deals normal attack damage, stacking up to 12 times, and increasing attack by 15% after reaching the maximum stacks. Legendary, every 3 normal attacks deals 120% extra attack multiplied damage to the main target. So stacking attack speed with normal attacks up to 12 times 6, which is like 72 attack speed, and increases their attack by 15% at max stacks. I mean, okay, so this is with Diurnal. So Diurnal is not great, honestly, and also in PvP, he doesn't have the luxury of actually attacking 12 times. The match is going to be over by then, honestly speaking, like, or he's going to be in his ultimate. So this is kind of way too slow for Diurnal to stack. Odie is not really used really at all anymore. I mean, not bad for him because he has pretty good attack speed and he just needs to keep attacking and like boss content, but yeah, he is not probably going to be meta enough. Indris, Brian has this. Brian has it. It'll be good for Brian's damage output for AFK stages in Legend Trial Tower. Corrin has this. Corrin is actually being used in Ravage Realm right now, Aurora Squad, for players who either are running free-to-play comps or free-to-play team number 2. With Corrin, Rowan, Mirael, people are running that, so maybe there's some potential Ravage Realm in the future. Sinbad really has fallen out of the meta, but potentially some niche pre-endless Dream Realm boss usage, and yeah, I mean, this makes sense for Sinbad. He has a good attack speed to begin with, and he scales off of attack speed, and then Mirael as well. Her true damage is on her normal attack. So yeah, I mean, Sinbad, not bad for Sinbad, not bad for Mirael, not bad for Brian, not bad overall. Okay, when shielding an ally, increases their attack by 12%. And okay, so this is gonna grant attack value to the target that they shield and their physical and magical defense by 30% for 5 seconds. Unstackable legendary restores their health equal to 20% of the shield value. This is actually really good. So this has Daemon. So Daemon will shield his allied target, so further attack buffing them, defense buffing them, healing them. Very nice, actually. This is really good for Daemon for PvP specifically, maybe some AFK stages. Really nice effect overall. On Tundra, the thing is, she is just not really meta. I don't think this is making her meta. Talia. No, Talia mainly shields herself, right? That's why I'm confused. Because but maybe even when you shield yourself, she's still going to restore health equal to 20% of the shield value. If that is the case, that can make Talia really strong. Because you guys know, Talia's shield value is basically like over 100% of her health. It's massive. And if you can heal your health by 20% of that shield value, that's going to be really nice. Increasing our attack and defenses. If it applies on when you shield yourself as well, that'd be good. Lucius, not really meta. We know we have the Gloomon Dream Realm boss, which you need shielders, but like Lucius and these other heroes not going to be good. Daemon's going to be good though. Okay, when a battle starts, increases the melee damage dealt by 20% and life drain by 28 for the ally place 1 tile in front of the caster. Okay, this is like the Coco charm that we had this season, Faye as well. Legendary, every time the ally deals melee damage equal to 500% of their initial attack, they gain a shield equal to 100% of their attack for 5 seconds. The shield value cannot exceed this. So this is some added survivability with the shield and the bonus melee damage dealt. This is good for damage output for PvP or for even Nocturne Judicated Dreamrealm boss. We saw that with Faye in season 5 and life drain. Okay, so this is for Isabella. Isabella is going to have this effect. That's good because in this current season, Isabella didn't have any buffing effect. If she did, she probably would have been top tier pick for the Nocturne Judicated Dreamrealm boss. I'm actually really excited for pre-Endless Dream Realm because we're going to have Nocturne Judicated. Is it tomorrow or something for VN server, Pioneer server? And we're going to have Charms as well pretty soon. And I want to see, is Isabella with her Charms going to be actually the best in slot for Nocturne Judicated? Or is Corden going to be there? Or are both going to be there? We're going to have to see. I think, though, this gives Isabella a real chance for Nocturne Judicated relevancy in Dream Realm with this charm bonus. Smokey has it as well, and that can also be good. Like, actually, that's also really good, because you can use Smokey in a Nocturne Judicated team as well. Or in Dream Realm, Smokey's going to be used a lot. Coco, yeah, that's good if you need the Coco for Dream Realm. Damien. Okay, Damien's going to apply this effect as well, so maybe some PvP usage for him. Rowan as well, PvP usage. Now, the problem is, if you guys remember from the previous, or season 5, I keep calling it the previous season, but because my head's already in season 6 right now with all the content we're doing, but in the season 5, Rowan actually gave an attack buff with his charms as well, so you could use them to buff up range heroes like Marcel was being buffed a lot. But now, if it's only increasing melee damage and life drain, then it's no point to giving this buff to any hero other than a melee hero. And in PvP, Rowan, like what melee hero will it be? Maybe it'll be Perseus on a Perseus comp, or even the Phantom or Sigmund, who deals pretty high melee damage. And then we have Faye for Nocturne Judicator, but like Isabella, I'm actually have my eyes on Isabella now, because Isabella, with this really good charm bonus, and already she was doing pretty well in Nocturne Judicator in the previous season, but not quite enough for Faye because Faye had the bonus, right? But Isabella is going to have the bonus and her overall kit, so I'm watching that. And then when a battle starts, grants allies within 2 tiles a shield equal to 26% of the caster's maximum health for 8 seconds. All allies within 2 tiles? What? Shield of 26% of the caster's max health for 8 seconds. Legendary shield allies take 20% less damage. That's huge for PvP. Callan is going to be an even bigger beast in PvP. Even more protection for your nearby allies. That's huge within 2 tiles. Lumon, Granny, I mean, none of these series are used. Almas is used, and AFK stages this could help as well in PvP. Temesia, not really used even after Supreme Plus skill upgrade. Luca, not really used. Other than Legend Trial, of course. Legend Trial has value. Okay. Increases healing by 30%. When providing excess healing to an ally, increases their haste by 10 and attack by 8% for 8 seconds. Unstackable. Okay, legendary. Once the excess healing provided to the ally exceeds 500% of the caster's initial attack, permanently increases that ally's damage dealt by 8%. Okay, so you have a damage dealt buff. You have healing effectiveness buff for the hero themselves. And then you also increase the haste and attack when you have excess healing onto the target. This can be good for Dream Realm. Ludovic. Okay, so Ludovic is going to have a tough time in Dream Realm, honestly, because we saw Smokey and Gala just completely dominate the meta. And honestly, I don't think there's going to be enough for him for Dream Realm, but for PvP, this is really nice. He's going to be healing your whole team and probably excess healing them at the beginning of the match, and that will be giving them buffs. That is really strong. Haywin. Haywin is kind of slow to start. That's her major issue. I don't think anything is going to be fixing that right now because she's going to have survival issues, right? So these... Okay, so Lias is going to be really strong this season. Already we're seeing her meta in multiple Dream On bosses, even some AFK stages. I think that Solis is going to be a pretty important hero, and this is a really good charm bonus for her, increasing her healing effectiveness, and then also buffing up, and she heals your whole team, right? So this is going to be buffs for the whole team. Lorison, not really used, so not really important, and Valar has it as well. Valar has as well, which is also good. Basically, Valar is going to try to match Solis in the charm value and in Dream Realm. Valar is going to probably outperform Solis as long as you don't have survival issues. But when survival issues are a factor, Solis definitely is going to outperform Valar because Solis has the best basically sustain for a team, much better than Valar. But Valar has more damage output potential with her debuffs as well. Okay, next one. Every 6 seconds deals damage equal to 18% health to adjacent enemies. I would like Baelran to have this charm. That would have been really nice. Adjacent enemies and recovers health equal to 50% of the damage dealt. This damage could not exceed 300% attack multiplier. After hitting an enemy, increasing physical and magical defense by 35 for 6 seconds. So there's a tanky related art. Oh no, Corden has this artifact. Corden has this artifact. Really with Corden, we wanted him to buff up the team more because Corden is a buffing utility for Dream Realm specifically. This is not great for him. This is like... Yeah, I mean, it's going to be low damage output. And then just some more tankiness. And really, Corden is not great in PvP anyway. Brutus for some AFK stages. For PvP, fine. Kruger. Kruger charms never were really that great. But Kruger is meta in Dream Realm. I would have liked a bit more, damage output potential. Yeah, Soren, Kafra, Sonya. Yeah, it's not a great charm quality bonus for damage output for Dream Realm. It's just kind of minor self-damage. It doesn't have any buffs in it for your team, which you really want for Dream Realm. Okay, when a battle starts, links up with the ally place one tile behind. There's only Gerda has this. One tile behind, sharing 25% of the damage the ally takes. And recovering health equal to 50% of the damage the ally deals. So basically, this is like a Thorin. And then legendary gain 30 energy on hit. This is basically like a Thorin type effect in a charm quality bonus. And Gerda is not really that meta. She's fine in PvP and for some melee cons, but honestly, yeah, I mean, if you wanted protection, Kallen is your go-to for an ally like this, especially with this charm quality bonus. Yeah, it's not going to be Gerda with this charm quality bonus. Okay, final one. Increases damage dealt by 15%. For every stat buff received from a different ally, increases attack by 7% and physical and magical defense by 7%. Legendary, and recovers HP equal to 1% of the caster's maximum health per second. Okay, this is the weirdest thing. Only 1% of the caster's maximum health per second? That's like, I mean, in 10 seconds, 10% health, you're gonna be dead. Like, this is like if this is the actual number, this is like almost completely irrelevant, but this damage dealt bonus by 15%, and then for every different stat buff from an ally, 7%, that's up to 35%, right? And Perseus has it. So Perseus, I think, really is going to be a beast this season. Also because he synergizes well with the Sigmund Phantomal. And this is a really nice charm quality bonus for Perseus because you're already going to run him in a temporary stat buffing comp. Valen is useless and Pang is not bad. I mean, but yeah, I'm really looking for this artifact for Perseus or this charm quality bonus. And I think it could be interesting. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for the rundown of Season 6 charms, the current information we have. Hopefully this is helpful, and let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section down below. Which charms are you the most excited for? There were some really crazy charms here. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section down below. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.